Morning. We've just walked from Croabh Marina to the head of the road, which was about 1.25 miles, I think, but it was quite uphill and down dale, so we're pretty warm. We're getting the bus into Oban, which is the nearest big town that's got a supermarket that has got the tin stuff that we're running out of. It's about a 50-minute bus journey. If we wanted to get it from Croabh, there's only I think 2 buses a day, the ones that I think take the kids to school and back. So we've walked ahead of the road so that there's a more frequent bus service. It's still not that frequent, but it's pretty good. And we're just sat in the bus stop admiring the scenery, which is really lovely as ever. Having a little adventure into Oban. It's a big town by local standards, so I don't mean that in a disparaging way, because of course it might be huge, but that's what we've been told.
Got a big Tesco.
Got a big Tesco, so that's what we need.
Well, we've arrived in Oban. The bus was an entertaining journey. Alan was extremely pleased to find I had a toilet on board, as will I be on the way home, I'm sure, after all the cups of tea we've had. In the background, hopefully, you can see McCraig's tower. It was a banker called McCraig who funded the tower, and he wanted a lasting monument to the McCraig family, so he got lots of stonemasons in to build the tower at the top. Unfortunately, we don't have time to visit today, but hopefully we're coming back in a few weeks and we're going to go up there and have a proper look around, because I think we both really enjoy doing that trip. Oban Distillery is also behind me. Again, couldn't get in today, too busy, got to book well in advance, and the harbour is over there on the left-hand side. It's a bustling little town. It's the busiest town we've been to so far. Lots to do, lots of shops. We're not here for that long, just getting our food shop and then heading off again, but coming back to visit later by boat. Well, we woke up this morning and it's been a lovely, bright and sunny morning. We've been having really poor weather for the last few days, so we thought we'd head out for a nice walk and just explore the local area. Alan stood in front of an artist studio and we walked up a sort of lane, but from that lane we actually came through the woodland over there in the distance. But what we got as a surprise view was this. And I think we can anchor in this bay. But it just looks so amazing. I love all the hills in the background. It looks wild and uninhabited. Can't wait to explore Scotland even more than we already have. And we're wondering where this walk's going to take us. Hopefully we're going to find a little beach somewhere out of the people that are around, although there's not many, and sit down and have a nice cup of tea. We made our way down to the beach area. Alan's having a look along the pier. And I think in the background you might just be able to see the masts for the marina. There you are. And also the beach. We're going to go and sit on the beach, I think. Just stunning views. There's nothing ever gets tired about being here. And if the weather is sunny, it's unbeatable. That is the Croabh Haven over there. Fierce piece of water, very fierce tides, renowned amongst sailors. I don't think we'll tackle it. No, not for us. Alan's looking for a spot for us to sit out of the wind so we can have the tea. I think he might have found one. Trouble is, I've got the tea. We found a nice cosy little cove for a stop. We're out the wind, the sun's on us, and we've made ourselves a little beach campfire. We're just about to have tea and snacks. Wish we'd bought the stove now, we could have cooked on this. Aren't too bad to sit on, actually. What we need now is a mackerel.
We do, a smoker.
In the smoker. Look at us looking at the Croabh Haven. Look at the view. Okay, after all that horrible wind and rain that was earlier on, it's finally calmed down and we've got absolutely beautiful sunshine. The wind's gone completely, so we're going to take advantage and go for a walk. I'm coming. Just heading off, you can see the wet patches on the pontoon. The sun is drying it out so quickly. Oh, I wish it was going to last. Apparently that 4/7's coming back tomorrow morning. Let's just hope there's no rain. The wind's not so bad without the rain. Yeah, we've just walked up quite a big hill, come around the corner, and we're trying to sort of circle back round to the marina. And we've come into this view. How lovely. We're a bit puffy and panty, but I'm sure we'll catch our breath very quickly. We're heading down the path into like a wooded area, I think. It's a bit lumpy. We followed a track that went across what we thought was the breakwater, and we found quite a nice little beach that takes in that view that we had earlier. Just a cute little beach. It's not big, but it's a beautiful evening. I think we're just going to sit and let the sun warm our skin and enjoy the moment.
What's interesting, again, from a sort of south coast or Welsh coast perspective, is that we've had a blow here for 3 days at 6s, 7s, even up to 8s. As soon as it stops, the sea state is flat calm, and there's barely a ripple on the water. There's no swell. Absolutely incredible. If this was, I know we used the example before, but this was Padstow, you'd be looking at days before the swell calmed down before you could get out.
I think the wind only stopped about, an hour ago?
Here,
Yeah.
you could be thinking about, as soon as the wind stops, we'll throw the oilies on and we're away.
We're ready to head out sailing. Looking at this, couldn't be better.
Incredible.
A bit of wind to propel us, maybe.
Are we ready?
Right, we're ready to see your skimming skills.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, ready. Look at it go.
Basically walked across the water. It is the Jesus stone.
The Jesus stone.
This is Tisha showing me her skimming skills.
I don't think this is going to go well.
I think that was one.
So we've been here in Croabh Haven Marina for about 8 nights. And we've had a lot of wind. It's been sort of 4/7 winds out there, lots of rain. Very changeable weather. 1 minute sunny, next minute pouring it down and black and overcast. Tomorrow is finally a better weather forecast. North or northwest 3 or 4, so we're hoping to leave. So this is Alan, sat at the chart table. He's having a go at doing some chart plotting. We're thinking of either maybe going to the Isle of Gigha or the Isle of Gigha. It takes quite a lot to plan a passage. So we've got our paper charts. We use an almanac so we know what times all the tides are. We've got a tidal charts book. We've got a pilotage book at the back here. So if we go to Gigha, you can see that there's an anchorage here or some visitors moorings, so we might go there. And there's also some extra information in welcome anchorages for Scotland. And Ardminish Bay is the one in Gigha, and it gives us extra information about facilities there and phone numbers to ring and things like that. So it's really, really helpful. So we're doing that planning now. Hopefully we'll be able to come back to you in a little while and let you know which way we're going. It's 10 to 5 in the morning. We're up. We're dressed.
We're barely awake.
Barely awake. Alan's made us a tea. We're dressed in our oilies. I've got my life jacket on. The wind has finally dropped to a 4.0 from a 4.7. That's very interesting. But we're going to set off and we're going to head to... Where are we going today?
Gigha.
Gigha, the Isle of Gigha.
Which is spelled Geiger.
Geiger. It's very weird. Well, we're finally underway. It's pretty early in the morning. It's about 5:30. The light this morning just makes everything look slightly ethereal. It's really kind of moody. We're heading down the centre of this gap here. Jura is the island on your right. We're heading obviously further down than that to the Isle of Gigha like we said before, but it's calm. There's no wind this morning. It's hardly worth even getting the sails out. It's gone from gale force to this. But beautiful morning. I'm very much enjoying the passage so far, even though we've only just set off. Looks like the sun is fighting to come through those clouds. It's very peaceful. Anna's made me a cup of tea. So I'm going to make my way back down the boat. There's Alan. He's on the helm. There it is, cup of tea. I cannot believe we're doing 9.7 knots. We calculated that we'd get some push from the tide, but this is just awesome push. We never go this fast. See a bit of where we are there. I reckon it's because that gap there is the Gulf of the Croabh Haven. We've got the sound of the ling behind us, and all the water's piling through here, meeting up and pushing us down. An amazing lift. Woohoo! Get there early. I can't believe this. The speed is just going up and up. 10.2. You can see it climbing. This is outrageous. I knew we'd get lift, but not this much lift.
Not a bad start to the morning. It's about 8 o'clock now. We're just approaching the Sound of Jura. We've made really good progress. Sorry, not the Sound of Jura, the Sound of Gigha. We've made really good progress. We've been averaging about 7.5, 8 knots, and been up to about 10.2. Would you believe?
Did video it earlier.
Oh, Tish tells me she videoed it earlier. So we're having quite a lovely sail at the moment. Although sail's a bit of a stretch. We're actually on the motor, but it's still lovely. And just look at those hills. That's the Isle of Jura over there. I love the way the cloud just floats around at the top. Not a bad start to the day.
Some fish there.
I think these are gannets, are they? Coming in at an alarming rate.
Alarming rate, yeah. Well, we're making really good progress. We've been shooting along between 9 and 10 knots for some of the journey, so our expected 6-hour journey is probably going to be more like 5 in the end. So really excited about arriving in Gigha. We're just beginning to get our first views really. The sun is nicely up, it's drying all our decks out. Our decks were really wet this morning. You could see our breath in the air when we got up. So it's warming us up a bit, which is nice. We've been watching the gannets shoot down into the water and fishing, which has been a lovely sight this morning. And yeah, we'll be able to show you the place where we're going to go when obviously we arrive. Hoping to take a mooring buoy when we get in, possibly go on the side of a pontoon, but I think the mooring buoy is the option for us today. And yeah, good morning. Feeling really happy. Really excited about going to a new island. We get to bag a new island, so I've been thinking a little bit about what we might have to eat or drink. Apparently there's a superb restaurant just off the pier where we can get ashore with our dinghy called the Boathouse. So who knows, maybe we will go out for lunch. It's always about food with us, isn't it? It's always about food. This is Alan taking the log while we're on passage. Every hour we come down, we write down our position, sea state, wind, anything about the journey, how it's going. Plot our course on a chart, just make sure we are where we think we are. And then we get there nice and safe as planned. He actually loves doing this. Sometimes when I come to check him, I catch him asleep. Just keeping watch, enjoying the swoosh of the sea. Such good views today. What is not to love?
Okay, our usual question, can you see us? We just anchored, moored, off Gigha here on a visitor's buoy, and we're making our way into the island so we can have a hot beverage or something to eat, and therefore maybe do magnet. So we're just coming in now, I hope you can hear us. It looks very, very green, the island, not very high, but not fantastic protection in there. We'll see how it goes.
Shallow water, we can see the bottom.
Yeah, it is shallow, but deep enough for us. So we're sat in the boathouse restaurant on Gigha, and Tish is just going for a little walk on the beach. We were incredibly lucky to get a table because we were actually told they were fully booked, and then as we were here they got a cancellation, so we're really excited about that. And just really looking forward to some lovely food. The water is absolutely crystal clear, the sun's shining, and it's actually really mild and really warm. So very happy to be here.